Hey, Duncan. You pretty much always say you're usually happy with the shots you get. It's just a matter of whether you make them or not tonight. Was it really that simple for you today?
I think a big part of it was just kind of my disposition on offense, being more aggressive.
Yeah, Duncan.
That was
Shoot it, Dunk.
a conversation that I had with a lot of different guys on the team and also coaches just about
Shoot the ball.
about doing that. It's good to see a couple go early, obviously, but you can't always control that. So I just thought I was a little bit more persistent about getting my spots and letting it fly.
Was that really something you were getting like over the last 48 hours or whatever? Just a lot of people being like trying to give you that confidence.
Yeah, I was hearing it from all different directions, which obviously that's every player's dream to be pleaded to shoot. So I just try to listen to them and let it fly.
Next question, Manny Navarro.
Hey, Duncan, congrats on the win and the performance. Reports out of Boston's locker room, there's a lot of yelling going on post-game. I'm wondering how much of that went on at halftime with you guys. I know you guys are always yelling at each other when things aren't going right. Wonder what it was like at halftime for you guys.
We definitely had some direct, forceful conversation. It wasn't necessarily like emotional as in bad, but obviously, you're in a battle like this, winning comes with emotion, or trying to win comes with emotion. So we really just tried to be direct as possible, us amongst players, and then obviously, spoke to us as well about what we needed to adjust. And really a lot of it just came down to playing more to our identity. We feel like we got away from that in the first half.
And then I wanted to ask you just about the zone defense. You guys were pretty effective against them with it in the second half. You've run it all year. What is it that makes it so tough for other teams to score on you guys when you go to that?
It's a different look. A lot of teams aren't used to it. Not a lot of NBA teams play it. And then also we kind of do it in an unorthodox way. We put our length up top and just really try to be disruptive. So we play it as a disruptive defense to try to disrupt flow and rhythm and that sort of thing. And, tonight it worked, so we kept running with it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is Jeff Zilgett, USA Today.
Duncan, you had mentioned that, shots went in early and then didn't go in the second half or in the second quarter. What happened there in the third quarter to get all the offense working the way you guys wanted to?
Really just play to our strengths, read the game, understand what they were trying to do defensively, take away certain things and just adjust. You're getting games like this, and it really just comes down to adjustments. Teams are going to try to take certain things away, and it's how can you adapt. So, and then also on top of that, it's guys making plays a lot of time. Tyler, Goran, Bam had a huge third quarter for us, just putting pressure on the rim. So that's big.
And just real quick on Bam, how much did that help the three-point shooting?
Oh, he's huge. His unselfishness, his ability to put pressure on the rim and collapse defenses just as a log threat just opens up so much. So it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship, as in we try to pull people away from the paint. And then once we get a couple lobs, then they collapse, and then there's open threes. So that's kind of what we've been doing all year. And it was kind of really going there in the third quarter.
Next question is Tab Deportes.
Hi, from Puerto Rico, congratulations for the win. And how you feel to be important part in the rotation team at Final Conference early in your career?
It's humbling, truthfully. Just to be a part of this group and trying to help this team win. This is a storied franchise with a lot of tradition, and just to be a part of it in any capacity is really special. So I certainly don't take it for granted. I just try to go out and do my job every night to the best of my ability and just help us win.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Live Basketball.
Hey, Duncan, congrats on a win. And I want to ask you about your confidence on the three-point shots. I mean, last game you weren't there, and today you were like hitting great clutch shots. How was that?
It's always nice when they go in, but for me, it's really about focusing on taking the right shots and being aggressive. And when I do that, I try my hardest to let go of the result and just focus on doing all the things that lead up to the ball on whether or not it goes in or not. So sometimes you can't always control that. And tonight I was able to see some go, which is always nice. But game 3 will be a completely different game. But I still got to bring the same disposition, the same approach, and still be aggressive.
And how about Tyler Hero? I mean, you guys were like closing out the games, and you had like great confidence shooting the ball. He also was hitting great shots, and Gordon find you guys, and again today you guys could come at the end of the game and close this game. How important is that for you going to game 3 now?
It's huge. Tyler's been big for us all year, especially since we've been in Orlando. He shows a certain level of poise that's well beyond his years. So this is an incredible experience for really both of us to be in these meaningful games and to try to help us win.
Thank you.
Next question, Ellie Adams, Heat TV.
Hey, Duncan. Looking back on your journey on what it took for you to get to the NBA, and now you're in your second year playing in the Eastern Conference Finals, how does that feel, just looking back on everything you had to go through to get to this moment?
Yeah, it's humbling in a lot of ways. I try to keep everything in perspective. Sometimes it can be a challenge when you're just kind of always focused on what's next, the next task, and trying to perform to the best of your abilities. But I try to stay grounded just in the people that are closest to me, my family, my closest friends, and people that mean a lot to me that have been there with me, from the very beginning. So it's special to share with those guys, even though they're not here in Orlando. But I'm sure after every game, whether we win, whether we lose, whether I play well or not, they're always there. They're always texting me. They're always calling me. They're always checking in. So that's the most special part of it for me.
Next question is Naveen Ganglani.
Hi, Duncan. Congratulations on the win. You guys were down 14 heading into the fourth quarter of game 1 and down 17 here in game 2. Can you take us through some of the conversations you guys have in those huddles when you're about to try to make a rally to get back in the game? Or is it a little more you guys just know inside what you have to do?
Yeah, first of all, just playing to our identity. We feel like we got away from that in the first half, and that's why they were able to really push that lead out. And then also just chipping away, understanding that we're a really good team and we're capable of making runs and making shots and getting stops. So it was only a matter of time until those runs came. And, we had a great third quarter and just tried to carry that momentum into the fourth.
All right, Duncan. And let's go to the last one here is Christos Tisaltis.
Hello, Duncan. Congratulations about this win. I would like to ask you, after the game 1 and the quick fouls that you made on first quarter, did you feel more responsible tonight to make a step up and make a great performance on offense?
Yeah, I was disappointed in kind of the lack of discipline in game 1, and I really wanted to kind of assert myself in game 2 and carry just like a certain level of aggressiveness in my approach, and I thought I was able to do that in stretches. Credit to my teammates; they put me in a lot of situations to be successful. So, it's got to be an every game thing for me. It can't be floating in and out, but instead, I got to come with that same approach every game.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dunk.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.